Hello, hello. I have a dare for you. So, I want you to ask yourself one of my favorite questions ever been asked in the history of questions ever. No, but really. So, what I want you to ask yourself is what would happen if I didn't? Or, along the same lines, what happens if I don't? Now, this question should be prompted for yourself when you're thinking about, or if you're struggling with actually doing something, if you're struggling with actually taking action on something, actually implementing something. Because when you ask yourself, we always ask ourselves, well, what happens if we do, right? We focus on all the things that can come of it if we do it, and all the things that we can create, and all the impact we can make, or all the greatness we can manifest in our life, and all these positive things. But it somehow still doesn't necessarily motivate us. And fortunately and unfortunately, humans are motivated by pain, and negativity because, well, we emphasize negativity. Our brain sets it off as signals because, of course, that means that then we go into survival mode, right? And our body kicks into higher gear for us. So it can be a very beneficial thing. So when we ask ourselves, what happens if I don't? Guess what kicks on for us? That response. Oh my gosh, if I don't do this, this will happen, this would happen, this would happen, this would happen. Like, for example, for me, I'm like, if I don't show up today, I'm doing a disservice to the world, right? Because I know my message is important. I know my mission is important because I know that it's needed in this world, right? Or else there wouldn't be people struggling to live free and healthy and fulfilling lifestyles, right? Or else there wouldn't be people who were struggling with emotional eating, or there wouldn't be people struggling with staying on track with their fitness, or there wouldn't be people struggling with their self-esteem, with their self-confidence, with their mindset, with their well-being, with their behaviors, right? But because there are people out there who need it, it's a disservice for me not to show up, right? I could guarantee someone needs to hear this message today. Someone needs to ask themselves this question. What happens if I don't? What would happen if I didn't? Right? Because that really hits home. That gives you an emotional connection to your reason why, right? Because we know, we always go, and why do you want to achieve this? Why do you want to achieve that? And we have our whys, and our whys are so important. Like, absolutely, you should have a why. But you should also know what happens if you don't pursue something. That is motivation like no other. That is inspiring. That is seriously drive and commitment and energy and flow, because you are now considering what happens if you don't actually do this, right? It's no longer an option not to, because you know what happens if you don't. And it's not pretty. It's not what you want. It's not in alignment with your goals, right? So I challenge you, I dare you to ask yourself that question today, tomorrow, and the next day, and every day after that. And anytime you struggle with taking action, or anytime you want to take action, or anytime you're not sure about taking action, ask yourself that question, and the answers will flow to you, and you'll probably be kicked into gear like that in no time, okay? So let me know what you think about that question. Let me know how this works for you. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what it inspires or triggers within you, positively, negatively, empowering, whatever might come up. Let me know, because for me, I always get so emotional when I ask myself this question. It gets me like almost teary-eyed, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like if I didn't do it, I would not be pursuing my soul and all these people, blah blah blah. So I go really emotional. That's what happens to me. So ask yourself the question and let me know how you go, and share it with a friend who you think should ask themselves this question too. Alright, so with that being said, I hope you have an amazing day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome.